first and maybe the most valuable piece of relationship advice that I can give to women from personal experience is know your value, women. Ladies, know your value. Set it up in your mind like this. Whether you're dating, whether you're already married, if your value is $2.50, I could figure out a way to pay that even when I was in junior high school. 12, 13, 14 years old, I could scrounge up $2.50. I could come up with that money. So meaning if you let men access you, maybe sexually, emotionally, dating wise, however it is, if you let men access you so quickly and so easily, many men can get your heart, get your body, get you physically, mentally, and emotionally. But if you raise that value up a little bit to $10,000, some of my boys and me and my friends, some of us can come up with that money. We can pay that $10 price. That means your standards have come up a little bit. You say, hey, my man's got to be educated. He have a college degree, can't live with his mama, certain things like that. I might make him wait a month or so to get the goodies, to get my body physically. So you have certain standards that you're raising up so your value goes up. A lot of men cannot pay that, okay? But some can. Values in general and your standards in general, they go hand in hand. As those go up, they go up together. If your price is $100,000 or $500,000, ain't nobody paying that price unless it's your husband. Because if you telling men out here, your standards are so high that they have to wait 90 days to get sex from you, or you wait until marriage to have sex, that man has to be college educated, have a degree. He's got to have a steady job and career, got to have good income, got to have his own car, can't live with mama, and has to practice self-discipline. If you start putting those standards on men, you'll see the men that try to get at you and try to take you on dates, it'll start to fall off. Now, mind you, if they're impossible, meaning a man's got to be 6'5" in the NBA and has to have a $3 million contract, your standards might be unrealistic. And just tell you from example, when I was a player, when I was dating multiple women at a time, I remember there was 2 or 3 women at the height of me doing my thing, being an F-boy. There was 2 or 3 women that set a very high price towards me, very high standards towards me. And they did not get their heart broken by me at all, at least not me. I would stay around 2-3 weeks, but then they'd pop out that, hey, I'm celibate till marriage. Hey, you got to show me X, Y, Z. You got to show me this. You got to show me that you're faithful on social media. You got to show me all these things, that you can wait to have sex with me. You got to show me that you're going to be committed and date. All these things. I could not pay that price. I could not pay it. So after 2-3 weeks, a month, I'd fall off. I'd be, it's too hard. Mind you, I had already been talking to chicks. I was already dating chicks anyway. So I wasn't serious. My intentions became clear to them. So ladies, you can save a lot of heartache and pain if you know your value and set your standards realistically high. So not every man can pay that price, but only some can. The ones that are supposed to be with you, they can pay that price. This also leads into my next very unusual, unexpected piece of advice for women. Figure out what is expensive to your man. Perfect example. I'll take myself. I'll just be transparent with you. As I got better jobs, as I got more money, as I got older, me taking a woman to a nice restaurant, me buying a woman a purse, me buying a woman a Gucci belt or something nice like that, or taking her on a trip, that wasn't that expensive to me. So I would do it more and more, and women think, oh, he really loves me. But in reality, I said, I can do this for 2-3 y'all at the same time. Think of Von Miller. Von Miller, him and his girl, he bought her a Range Rover and Louis Vuitton just the other day because that's not expensive to him. He makes millions of dollars. But what is expensive to him, what is expensive to me, was being loyal on social media. Not hitting up other women, liking all their photos, putting hearts under their Instagram models' comments. That was expensive to me. I couldn't pay that price at the time. You know what was expensive to me and a lot of other men that have a lot to give monetarily? It was canceling out all other options for one woman. That was too expensive for me. I could not pay that price. Women, figure out what is expensive to your man, because sometimes it's not monetary things. It's other things. Mental, visual faithfulness. That's what's expensive to him. And on the flip side, oh, don't get it twisted. On the flip side, Some men that are already loyal, they've already practiced a good track record of being faithful to their woman. Those men, you don't have to get them to be faithful because that's not expensive to them. But what is expensive to them is getting up and getting a job, getting some motivation to finish his degree, jumping out on faith and starting that business that he knows he should start, getting his real estate license. That is expensive to him. Ladies, you got to figure out what costs your man and what is expensive to him, because it's different for men across the board. From my last video, I told you that men have a gift of knowing. We know when it's the right woman. My cousins have known, my friends and family have known. Think about the Rascal Flatts. The main singer in the Rascal Flatts, he experienced love at first sight. He saw his wife at a concert backstage, and he told his boys, he said, I'm about to get to know that woman because that might be my wife right there. He went up and talked to her, basically told her like, yeah, like, I'd marry you. He basically said, this is my wife. Love at first sight. Talked to her, married her, been with her ever since, went on the first date. That was it. It was a wrap. Charlie Wilson. This one shocked me. Charlie Wilson, popular singer in the Gap Band. He was on drugs, hooked on drugs, went to rehab. The woman who helped him get off drugs. He's black, she's white. They're ethnically different, colors different. And he looked at her, he said, I want you to move in. He asked this woman to move in with him like the day he got out of rehab. And she said yes. They've been happily married for over 20 years. Love at first sight. Men have a gift of knowing. So ladies, because men have that gift of knowing, you have to realize that it should not take your man no 10 years to engage you. Men, if you let a man do this, okay? If you let a man drag you along for 8, 9, 10, 12 years, we will do it. If you don't put no limits, no boundaries, no time frame on it, men will drag a woman along. I've seen it up to 10, 12 years and then never put a ring on it. So women, this might be different, but you gotta start to put some type of time limit or time frame on a man. Once a man gets to that age, he's out of college, he's starting to work, trying to establish himself, get to know who he is as a man. You know, he's over the age of 23. You know, once he gets to that part of his life, and he's dated 1 or 2 women before, he'll know. And within 2-3 years, he should know, statistically, he should know if he wants to marry you, especially if y'all living together. Put that time limit on that man. If you can say, women, you have a biological clock. Women can have kids up until they're 40, but most women don't want to wait till 43 to start having kids. Women, when you are single, when you are growing as a woman, make sure you are ready to be the one for somebody's son. Oh my God, that's good. Make sure you are ready to be the one for somebody's son. Because women, as you work on yourself, as you become better women in your 20s and your teens, as you work on yourself and grow, even in your 30s, when that man is ready to find you, commit to you, and marry you, you got to be ready. Exercise, eat right, diet, read books, get your mind there, finish college, whatever it is that you're doing to better yourself, do that. So when that man comes around, you're already ready to be chosen and to be that one. But on the same token, ladies, we got to be realistic. This is what we talk about, being equally yoked. You got to have someone that's equally yoked. And that comes with mindset and values and principles. If you are obese, but you want to date a Michael B. Jordan, that might not work out for you. Okay? This is across all ethnicities. If you are obese and you want a Tom Cruise or a Brad Pitt, that's not going to work out because that person most likely values dieting, health, fitness, and you don't value that. So then now he's going to be, if y'all hook up, he's going to be begging you to lose weight your entire relationship. You kind of got to get that together beforehand. Okay? So you got to be realistic. You got to be equally yoked, you know, because whatever your values are mentally, it usually shows up in some type of physical way. So, you know, spiritually, equally yoked, your mindset of how you want to raise kids, have that equal, you know, diet and health and exercise, get that together so that won't be an issue. So this one is a little bit more deep, okay? So I'm a spiritual guy. I read the good book and the Bible. You guys watch my video about books. Our Creator, He made heaven and earth in 7 days, right? Whether you believe it or not, just go with the story. He made heaven and earth in 7 days. After each part, He made humans, animals. He made water, the ocean, land, trees. He said, is it good? Yes or no? Each part, He said, it's good. I made animals. It's good. I made humans. It's kind of good. Each part, He said, is it good? That's what you got to do in your relationships. Look at the communication. Say, is it good? Yes, it's good. Look at the man you're with. Is his career good? Yes, it's good. Does he love me? It's good. Is he faithful? It could be better. He needs some work. Evaluate each part of your relationship. Then go through the whole relationship. Is the relationship good? Is it good? If your heart and your spirit can say yes, then that's probably someone you should be with long term. But if 70% of is it good and it's no, that might not be it. If God had to do that, then who are we? Is it good? Another great piece of advice. Do not ignore the red flags. If that man comes to you, you catch him DMing women on social media, you catch him talking to his ex, you catch him doing inappropriate behavior in the beginning, do not ignore those red signs. He's addicted to pornography, whatever it is, don't ignore those red signs. He'll show you who he is the first time. Men who are just trying to get you, to get your body, to get your emotionally attached to him, his intentions are not good. He's just acting. But like all actors, they go back to who they really are. You can only play a role for so long. He'll show you who he is the first time. If he shows improved behavior and he corrects himself and he makes things better, then that's the difference. You can give a man a second chance. But the 18th, 19th chance, it's not going to work out in your favor. He's going to we're creatures of habit. He's going to keep doing the same thing till he shows you change. Ladies, women, females, I'm telling you from experience, if a man wants you, he going to come get you. Trust me when I say it. If a man wants you, he's going to come and find you. He's going to come get you. I've seen men in jail with cell phones doing TikToks. It's on social media right now. Not only that, I've seen men hit up women in their DMs from jail. Men are getting at women from jail saying, hey, babe, when I get out, I'm coming to get you. Consistently starting relationships in jail. Ask Richard Ramirez before he died. Richard Ramirez was a serial killer. He was writing a woman so much that she went to prison and married him. Prison, if a man wants you, that's why he said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Men are programmed to attack. Men are programmed to go find a woman. That's why our sexual desires, sexual lust is greater most of the time than women. Throughout history, kings had 10 wives. But the queen didn't usually have 10 kings. That's just not how it goes. We're programmed to go find that woman. So if he doesn't want to talk to you, if he doesn't want to pursue you, it's because he don't want you. Or there's something going on with him. To make my point even clearer, me personally, I've gotten at a chick for 6 months straight until she said yes. 6 months straight. And because I wasn't good at relationships at the time, as soon as I got her, I didn't want her anymore. So that's a whole nother issue. But I have seen men, I've seen NFL players get at a woman in the DMs. I've seen the DMs for a year straight and didn't even get one date. And these are men that get a lot of women. Men will go after what they want. So ladies, I don't have time. I don't have the energy. I'm busy. It's not an excuse. Ladies, this is one of the most important pieces of advice I can give you. Finding the right man at the right time can change your life. I have seen women that were smoking, drinking, not reaching their full potential until they found the right man. And that man had the tools to lift that woman up, build her up, and scrape off that dirt, and a diamond appeared. I've seen women stop smoking when they found the right man, stop drinking, stop partying. I've seen women that were strippers out here hoeing, found the right man, and now are married, in love, and have a family. Same thing happens with men. how men's life take off, especially business-wise when they find the right woman. But with women, when you get planted in that right soil with that right man, I've seen women's entire life change. Women might be angry and bitter, upset because they're not married and they're in their 30s or whatever. They find that right man, that anger and bitterness leaves. They get healing through that relationship. Okay, you should get some type of healing and growth when you find the right person to be with. But ladies, if you're not getting to that full potential, if you're not becoming a better person, a better woman, starting to value and appreciate yourself more with that man, that means he might not have the tools to clean off your diamond. He might not have the tools or the resources to clean off that dirt on that diamond to make that diamond shine. He might not have it yet. Okay? Can he get those tools? Yes. But most likely he gonna have to have something already for he can start to clean off that diamond. You can start to clean off his, for y'all can shine together. You should not become more depressed and more hurt and filled with pain when you get in a relationship. It should be growth together. It should be healing in that relationship. Your diamond should start to shine more through your relationship. In fact, commitment in marriage, at least for men now, commitment, marriage, sticking with one woman is defined success. Look at NWA. The two men in there, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, had one woman. They stuck with one woman. They might have had their fun when they were younger, but they had one woman to hold them down. Look at Dr. Dre and Ice Cube now. Both success. Look at the other two men. Eazy-E, Suge Knight. No one woman. They chose multiple women. They chose partying. Eazy-E passed away. Rest in peace. Suge Knight been in and out of jail ever since. Success and commitment go hand in hand. Last but not least, you'll know you're in the right relationship when it recharges like a battery. You know your car battery, it recharges. Your iPhone battery recharges back to full health. Whenever you go on a date with your man, you and your man have a great conversation, it should recharge things. You know, relationships can get dull. They can get, maybe mundane at sometimes, same routine. But whenever you do something to spark it up, whenever you are intimate, whenever you go on a date, whenever you have a great conversation, things should be revived. It should always get filled back to the top, just like a battery. That concludes my video for today. Let me know what you like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what tips you like the most, and thank you. Appreciate it.